What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to a video that I wanted to make because I keep addressing this topic every now and then in random videos, but I never really decide to make a video on this and actually talk to you guys. So obviously this video is a little commentary style video, so if you guys want to discuss things with me, comment section is down there. This is the main purpose of this video. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, what you guys think about what I'm saying here. And do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think no, yes, whatever? All good. Type it in the comments. I definitely want to know. Also discuss with each other, of course, because that's what makes this type of style of video kind of interesting for me to make. Anyway, let's just get started. Basically, I've said for the longest time that if Gran Turismo came out with an open world racing game, such as like a Forza Horizon game, it would probably dominate the market because there's so many things to love about Gran Turismo 7, for example, which is the newest one, that if they decided to stick it into an open world, it would be amazing. The graphic quality from this game is not only just unmatched in terms of just racing games, but it's unmatched, I think, in a lot of regular games. I think there's so much, beautiful... I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, it's a beautiful game to look at. It is just a very artistically well-made game to look at. This, even the menus and everything, man. Everything just feels and looks so premium and so good. Again, like I said, I feel like this game would dominate the open world scene, mostly because of the cars, the customization. I think the engine noises and the exhaust noises that the cars have in this game, I think they've done anti-lag right. I mean, all of these things are things that we all kind of think about when we want open world. Of course, the map is going to be the biggest thing, right? So since this is basically a Japanese-owned game, so Polyphony Digital is a Japanese company, imagine if they released it in Japan. They could have so many different cool places, sceneries, towns. Imagine Shibuya Crossing. Imagine the intersection, the famous intersection that you guys see right now in the thumbnail of this video. I basically just went there, put my car there, and I took a picture of it. In this game, it looks unbelievable. Again, it's a real life picture basically, which is what they did with the escapes, and then you are now able to add your car in the middle of it. But imagine the detail. I mean, even the detail for tracks and stuff like that is insane with this game. You go around, as I'm driving around the Tokyo Expressway as well with the Civic, you can see in the background, you can still see the buildings and everything, and the walls and everything. It just looks like it's got so much detail. So imagine if this was the amount of work that they put into this game. Imagine if they did it in an open, for an open world title. I think it would go nuts. But here's the discussion: will it overthrow Forza? In my opinion, I think it needs to come out on all platforms to be able to do so. If it's just a Gran Turismo exclusive, I don't know. But on the other side of the argument is Forza did it for years on Xbox only, and it did it really, really well. So now they're releasing their Forza series from now on, I'm assuming. So Forza Horizon 5 will be the very first title that they're now releasing on PlayStation. So this is the very first... these are exclusive games, or they used to be exclusive games. Forza used to be an exclusive Xbox title, and then now it's going to PlayStation as well. So I'm assuming also with Forza Horizon 6, when that comes out, that will also be released on both the Xbox and the PlayStation as well. So again, is it gonna be, if they release a Gran Turismo open world, will it be as popular as Forza? Because right now Forza kind of has a bit of a monopoly on things, right? Need for Speed isn't really close, to be honest with you, in open world scenes. The Crew still has players, but again, it's just not close to what Forza Horizon is anyway. I know that Forza Horizon 5 is probably one of the most least liked games from the series from everyone, but you can't deny that it's still a good game. I think there's still so much good about Forza Horizon. You can't just be yeah, I know it's crap, I don't play it because it's boring or whatever. Yeah, but again, the game has also been out for over 3 years now, and at this point we would have had, if it was the old days, we would have had a Forza Horizon game that would have been out already for a year. So this year would be the year that a new Forza Motorsport would come out, because before it used to be a Forza Motorsport title would come out, then a Horizon, then a Motorsport, then a title, then a Horizon game. Like, it would just kind of go every 2 years. We'd end up getting a new game from the individual, like, I guess, you know, teams, so Turn 10 and Playground Games. But now it's just more like, let's spend a long time creating these games, because I guess they're using new engines, it's just, the whole thing is just taking longer to do, right? So that's why we're seeing a lot less Forza games. But in the meantime, could you imagine if Gran Turismo came out with an open world game to rival the upcoming Forza Horizon 6? A lot of people are saying that Forza Horizon 6, they want it to be in Japan, or they're confirming that it's in Japan. It's just, you don't know. People just don't know. They're speculating, they're doing it for views, they're doing it for all that sort of stuff. That's why not once have I made a video on saying that this game is going to, or like the new Forza Horizon game is going to be in anywhere specific. It's things that we want, obviously, from the game. It's stuff that the community has asked for years, that they want the game to be set in Japan because they want this sort of scenery. What if, instead of Forza Horizon going to Japan, what if Gran Turismo released their open world game in Japan? Since, like I said, it is a Japanese-based company, they've done a lot of Japanese locations in this game as well, even when it comes to just racing in general. Either it's on track, or they have obviously a lot of photoscapes where you can go and just take a picture of your car in front of somewhere or something. Like, you can put it in a garage, like somewhere in Japan. You can put it under the cherry blossom trees. You can put it in like some random town in the middle of Japan. Like, it's just, there's so many places in Japan that they've gone to, so you can visit basically through the game. And like I said, it'd be unreal if they released a Gran Turismo game for it. What I think they need to really work on, if they do want to do this, is their sense of speed. And the only reason why I say that is because the FOV slider and adjustability in Gran Turismo 7 kind of lets it down. Because that's the thing that a lot of people have complained about since the game was released, is that the FOV is messed up with this game in a way where the cars look like they're driving a lot slower than they actually are. So a lot of people seeing, like, you know, when they're doing like 300 miles an hour on the, you just feel like the car's not even moving. It's just kind of just there, you know what I mean? The camera's too stiff to the rear end of the car, a little bit too stiff. They've definitely improved it, because I'm pretty sure in the previous Gran Turismo titles it was even worse. But it's a little bit too stiff and stuck to the rear end of the car, instead of just having a camera, and then you can kind of see the car moving around in the camera a little bit before basically the camera starts moving with the, you know, rear end of the car as well. Because that's kind of how this works, right? That's how the cameras are placed. But again, in third person, for example, since a lot of people in the open world, you know, racing game genre, since you want to kind of take it nice and chill and just play around and mess around a little bit, the third person chase camera needs to be addressed a lot. Again, FOV is probably just a big slider that they just need to add into the game. I think they'll be able to do bits with that and make the game look a lot better when you're driving. I mean, even in cockpit view, you can definitely make it a lot better to look at if you adjust the FOV. It's just, you just can't. So that was the question here. Would a Gran Turismo open world title destroy Forza Horizon? Because right now, the Forza Horizon series, Forza Horizon 5 for example, even though it's massive and it's big, and I've made a lot of videos on it and I still enjoy playing the game, like I said, people are saying that it is the worst in the series and they're bored of it, that they don't like the map and they don't like some of the things in the direction that they went to from Forza Horizon 4 to 5. Would a Gran Turismo open world title destroy it? Or is it just going to be released and then people will forget about it and then still go back to Forza Horizon 6 whenever that comes out? You know? I do want competition. I want these games to compete and live in the same world. I want to be able to play both of them and enjoy both of them. I never want a game to be like overthrowing like another game. Like, I wanted the Crew Motorfest to be just as big as Forza, because it's always more fun to have good games come out that we all love to play than it is to have one game that monopolizes everything and has like a whole like chokehold on the market for everything, you know, which right now Forza seems like it does, right? You have Forza Horizon games which are still being played now. 3 and 4 are still being played right now. I don't know if anybody still plays the Crew one, unless they just decided to like not buy any of the new ones. But like, is there even a player base for those games? And again, it's the same with Need for Speed. I just feel like Need for Speed's player base has just declined drastically. They've decided to try something different with Unbound, which in my opinion it was cool, but a lot of people didn't really like the whole, you know, graphics-wise thing that was going on with the game. So, again, like I said, Gran Turismo open world would be an absolute banger in my opinion. I think they could do really, really well. There's a ton of cars and a lot of sceneries, and the graphics are unbelievable in this game. If you've ever played it on the PS5, it's just, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.